Energy. Hit music only.
Hi and welcome to Sweden.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here. It's my first time. Sweden's very far north, isn't it? We're pretty sort of high up the globe.
Yeah. And we talked about cold. Do you think it's cold here?
Not right now. I think it's everywhere in Europe, really. At home in the UK and here, and we were in Germany yesterday. It's getting a bit colder suddenly. Kind of sucks. I'm still trying to work out if I'm afraid of heights. Mm-hmm. This is the thing that you don't know, because sometimes it's cool to sort of look out the window in a plane and look at the world, and it's fascinating. But other times, standing at the top of a tall building just freaks me out, and I've got to like run down to the bottom again. So
what are you gonna do about it? You gonna get on a bungee jump, or?
That's the one. I couldn't do that. I couldn't take it that far.
But maybe that will help. Like you do it once and then you're over with.
I was thinking maybe helicopter, maybe getting a helicopter, and because that's like, you're kind of like, it's not very big and it's all glass. So.
I mean, but since you travel a lot, how's that on an airplane?
Exactly, yeah. I kind of get more used to it on an airplane. I can look out the window and sort of handle it, but other things like big buildings and stuff in like crazy places like New York and that, it gets a bit sort of frightening. I don't know. I'm still trying to work it out. I'm scared of some heights. Some of them I think are great.
Okay. So you're sold out here at Debaser in Sweden for the first time. Yes. Is that crazy to you? Like, oh my God, I'm in a sold out venue.
Particularly because I've never been here before, and I didn't really know how my music was doing over here. And it seems like it's doing pretty great, and that's the very cool and sort of surprising, wonderful thing. And it's nice, we've just finished a UK tour. We were in the UK and Ireland for 3 weeks, and they were big venues, because I've been obviously coming from there. I've played there a lot over the past few years, and been able to sort of move up through different sizes of venues. But I often miss smaller spots like this place, and where it's just a real kind of rock and roll, sort of grimy, wonderful venue. So I don't know. It's great that it's sold out, but it's really cool that it's a new place and it's a cool venue. That's all that matters.
I mean, talking about surprises, I know that when you were performing instead of Lana Del Rey, it sort of boomed for you at the BBC Radio 1. Yeah. Did you expect that to happen, or was it just like what happened?
That's only something you can hope for and kind of dream of,
I mean, because it's a good replacement to do. Lana Del Rey.
Totally, yeah. The fact that Fern, who was the DJ at the time, whose show it was, the coolest thing. She'd played my song on the radio maybe once, and once or twice, and got a good reaction, and she really liked it. And just kind of really because of that, once Lana Del Rey called in sick and said I can't make it, she just went, oh, can we get James? Do you think he's available? And especially at that time, I was certainly going to be available for something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, and it really did start to kick off after that. I think when you actually, go to the effort, obviously, of sort of playing live in a radio station, wherever you are, you get even stronger reaction. So if you have the time and if you can get there, it's always beneficial. It's always a good thing. And online and like ticket sales and everything started to really move. It was a great moment. It was a turning point. It was a good day.
Do you have any song that feels the most personal to you?
There's a few. There's a few that really are sort of close to my heart, I suppose. Scars is one of those. That's a song of mine that really, it's quite a deep one. It's about trying to handle being in a long distance relationship that you really, really want to be in, but you really don't like the long distance part. Yeah. And it took me the 2 years that I was going through that long distance relationship. It took me all that time to sort of write the song and work out how I felt and what I was trying to say. So I kind of lived the song, whilst I was writing it. And when she finally came back home, I was able to finish the song.
Yeah. What happened when she came back?
It got better. There was a happy ending, believe it or not, but there's still quite a sort of heartfelt song that's come out of it, where really I'm realizing that it was kind of a mistake and we shouldn't do it again. I'm
gonna ask you some questions and you get to choose. Okay. London or New York?
New York. I think, yeah. And I live in London, and I like it, but New York's so exciting. It never gets old, you know?
Beer or wine?
Lately, more wine. You know, initially it was beer. That was really just where I was at. But lately, red wine.
Single or relationship?
Oh, I'm in a relationship and I'm having a great time. So I guess I'd choose that one.
Sleep or stay up all night?
I'm sort of living a life that's more about staying up all night at the moment, which is great for the most part. But after a few nights, sleep, you know, when you get back to sleep, it's the greatest thing. So that's a tough decision. Staying up all night, you know, more can happen. So I guess that's more fun. Okay. I try not to get starstruck. I don't know. I think I strongly believe that, you know, they are, you know, people like that are just people as well. They're just very talented and have been, you know, had lots of sort of success.
Yeah, and about being starstruck with the heights, I think that's a good mentality to think about your heights too, like the problems. So like, yeah, it's just heights, you know. If as long as you don't risk like dying.
Of course.
Then don't do it. Yeah. Don't jump from an airplane without anything that will save you, because that's just stupid, you know.
No, of course, yeah. I like we've taken a sort of therapeutic turn here. This is like a therapy session. Yeah. Just think of those.
Lay down.
Maybe I'll just lay down. Think of those heights as. Think of those heights just as heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, how do we? I'm not a therapist. How do you go on? Oh, okay, so. Let's say we go on the elevator later, and when you're in the elevator, you think of airplanes, and you say, "I love clouds."
You think that'll help?
Yeah, I think.
I love clouds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
my
therapy session.
We'll
Thank you so much, and I hope you recover from your height problem.
We'll find out later, I suppose, won't we?
Yeah. And I look forward to see your gig.
Oh, nice. Of course, yeah, the gig. Oh, yeah, great.
NRJ Hits music only.